Think you bought the latest pickup to protect your wallet? Think again. In 2026, some of America's most hyped trucks are sitting on dealer lots, losing tens of thousands of dollars faster than anyone expected. This isn't the usual first-year depreciation. We're talking value falling off a cliff. Early tech failures, overpriced trims, and oversupply are hitting owners hard. Today, we're counting down 12 pickup trucks that lost massive value in just 2 years. From EV trailblazers to high-trim gas trucks, these pickups are teaching a harsh lesson. Hype doesn't always equal resale. Let's start the countdown. Number 1. Chevrolet Silverado EV. The Silverado EV is a truck that promised the future, but delivered a shock for early buyers. In 2024, the average Silverado EV sold for roughly $82,800. Fast forward 2 years, and owners watching their trucks on dealer lots saw a staggering 55% drop in value. That's more than $45,500 gone in just 24 months. Some top trims originally priced over $100,000 are now sitting at $50,000 to $55,000 on the used market, thanks to aggressive new trim releases and dealer incentives. The problem: GM rushed the Ultium platform to meet electric truck hype. Early models came with software glitches, limited smartphone integration, and even subscription fees for features that used to be standard. Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, gone. Super Cruise, now an extra $25 per month. Buyers who expected a plug-and-play EV pickup found themselves paying just to access core functions. And the used market noticed. Beyond the tech issues, practical limitations hurt resale. Cold weather range drops, towing limitations, and the sheer weight of this massive EV make it less appealing for real-world work or family hauling. Dealers tried to move inventory with aggressive markdowns, but for owners who bought at launch, that just torched trade-in values overnight. The Silverado EV is flashy, fast, and impressive on paper, but in the real world, early adoption came at a huge cost. This is the harsh reality for buyers who chase novelty instead of value. A cautionary tale for anyone considering an electric work truck in 2026. Number 2. Ford F-150 Lightning. The Ford F-150 Lightning was supposed to be the safest bet in the electric truck revolution. After all, this wasn't some experimental nameplate. It carried the F-150 badge, America's best-selling truck for over 4 decades. But even that legendary reputation couldn't protect it from a brutal reality check. In 2024, the average Lightning sold for around $74,500. Just 2 years later, used values dropped nearly 48%, wiping out over $35,000 in value. Some early Lariat and Platinum trims that crossed $90,000 new are now trading hands in the mid-$40,000 range. That's luxury sedan depreciation in a pickup truck. The biggest issue comes down to real-world usability. On paper, Ford advertised up to 320 miles of range, but once owners actually used the Lightning like a truck, towing trailers, hauling cargo, or driving in cold weather, range dropped dramatically. In many cases, towing near its rated capacity cut range by 50 to 60%, leaving drivers with barely 100 miles before needing a recharge. For contractors, road trip travelers, or anyone using a truck for serious work, that's a major limitation. Charging speed and infrastructure also played a role. Even with fast charging, getting from 15% to 80% can take 40 minutes or more. Far longer than a 5-minute gas stop. And for buyers without reliable home charging, the inconvenience becomes a daily frustration. Ford also introduced price cuts and incentives on new models to boost sales. While great for new buyers, those discounts immediately undercut resale values for existing owners. Why pay $60,000 for a used Lightning when a brand new one isn't much more? The Lightning is smooth, quick, and packed with tech. But the used market has spoken clearly. For many traditional truck buyers, it's not yet a full replacement for a gas workhorse, and that hesitation is showing up directly in resale prices. Number 3. Ram 1500 New Hurricane models. The Ram 1500 built its reputation on one thing truck buyers trusted deeply: the legendary Hemi Phi 8. But in 2025, Ram made a bold move that shocked loyal customers. They killed the Hemi and replaced it with an all-new twin-turbocharged Hurricane Inline 6. On paper, it looked like an upgrade. In reality, it triggered a massive drop in confidence, and resale value followed immediately. In 2024, The average Ram 1500 sold for around $65,500. Within just 2 years, values dropped nearly 47%, erasing more than $30,000 from early owners' pockets. High trims like the Limited and Tungsten were hit especially hard as buyers became cautious about the brand new powertrain and electrical systems. The Hurricane engine produces impressive numbers, up to 540 horsepower in high output form, but early ownership reports raised red flags. Some owners reported oil leaks within the first few thousand miles, coolant module failures, and unexpected warning lights. These aren't widespread failures yet, but in the used market, perception matters as much as reality, and when buyers hear new engine, unknown reliability, they hesitate. Ram also introduced an entirely new electrical architecture alongside the Hurricane engine. Owners began reporting issues like random system faults, infotainment glitches, and electronic warning messages. Some trucks even experienced battery drain problems when parked for extended periods. These issues aren't universal, but they're enough to make used buyers nervous about long-term reliability. Then there's the timing. Ram released multiple trims quickly, along with dealer incentives to stay competitive against Ford and GM. Those discounts lowered new truck prices and instantly reduced used truck values. The new Ram 1500 is powerful, refined, and packed with luxury, but when you combine a brand new engine, new electronics, and falling new truck prices, resale takes the hit. For early Hurricane buyers, that innovation came with a very expensive downside. Number 4, Nissan Titan XD. The Nissan Titan XD is one of the clearest examples of what happens when a truck loses its place in the market. It wasn't a bad truck. In fact, the 5.6-liter Endurance V8 is known for solid durability, but the Titan XD had a bigger problem. It never found a clear identity, and that uncertainty crushed its resale value. In 2024, the average Titan XD sold for around $65,100. Within just 2 years, values dropped by roughly 41%, wiping out over $26,000 for early owners. And the biggest reason isn't mechanical failure, it's market confidence. Nissan officially discontinued the Titan lineup, and in the truck world, nothing hurts resale faster than a dead nameplate. Once discontinuation becomes official, used buyers start asking tough questions. Will parts remain easy to find? Will dealerships continue strong support? Will resale drop even further? Even if the truck itself is reliable, uncertainty alone pushes buyers towards safer options like the F-150 or Silverado. The Titan XD also suffered from its in-between positioning. It was marketed as a heavy-duty alternative, but it couldn't truly compete with trucks like the Ram 2500 or Ford F-250 in serious towing. At the same time, it was heavier, less efficient, and more expensive than standard half-ton trucks, making it less appealing as a daily driver. Interior quality didn't help either. Compared to competitors, the cabin felt dated and tech features lagged behind. When newer trucks offer larger screens, better efficiency, and stronger brand support, buyers naturally move on. The Titan XD isn't necessarily unreliable, but in today's market, relevance matters just as much as reliability. And Number 4, Nissan Titan XD. The Nissan Titan XD is one of the clearest examples of what Number 5, Tesla Cybertruck. Few vehicles in recent history generated as much hype as the Tesla Cybertruck. When it launched, early buyers were paying close to $95,000 on average, some even more due to demand and limited availability. But within just 2 years, resale values dropped around 36%, translating to roughly $34,000 in losses for many owners. The biggest issue wasn't performance, it was practicality. The stainless steel exterior, while unique, quickly became a daily inconvenience. Fingerprints, scratches, and road grime show up easily, and repairs are far more complicated than traditional painted panels. Even minor body damage can be expensive, and insurance companies know it. As a result, Cybertruck insurance premiums are often significantly higher than comparable gas trucks. Then came the reality of market demand. Early adopters and Tesla loyalists rushed to buy the Cybertruck, but once that initial wave passed, mainstream truck buyers showed hesitation. Traditional truck owners prioritized towing consistency, ease of repair, and long-term reliability, areas where the Cybertruck still feels unproven. There have also been early reports of software glitches and hardware concerns, which further impacted buyer confidence. While many issues are minor, the used market reacts quickly to uncertainty, especially for vehicles approaching six-figure price tags. Tesla also increased production, improving availability of new models. That's good for accessibility, but it reduces scarcity, and scarcity is what protects resale value. The Cybertruck still turns heads everywhere it goes. But hype alone can't protect resale. Once novelty fades and real-world ownership begins, the market decides what something is truly worth. And for many Cybertruck owners, that reality came faster than expected. Number 6. GMC Hummer EV Pickup. The return of the Hummer was supposed to be legendary. GMC revived one of the most iconic truck names in history and transformed it into a high-tech electric super truck. Massive power, futuristic styling, and unbelievable off-road capability made headlines everywhere. But once the excitement settled, resale value told a very different story. In 2024, the average Hummer EV pickup sold for around $104,000, with many early buyers paying well over $110,000. Within 2 years, resale values dropped by roughly 36%, translating to losses of nearly $37,000 to $40,000. For a truck at this price level, that's a massive financial hit. One of the biggest issues is practicality. The Hummer EV weighs over 9,000 pounds, making it one of the heaviest consumer vehicles ever built. That weight impacts efficiency, range, and everyday usability. While GMC advertised up to 329 miles of range, real-world driving, especially in cold weather or highway conditions, often produces lower numbers. And when buyers are spending 6 figures, expectations are much higher. Then there's the battery question. Replacement costs for large EV battery packs can be extremely expensive, and used buyers know it. Even the possibility of future battery degradation makes second-hand buyers cautious, especially when repair costs could reach tens of thousands of dollars outside warranty coverage. The Hummer EV also suffers from limited real-world demand. It's more of a statement vehicle than a work truck. It's too large for many garages, inefficient compared to other EVs, and far more expensive than gas trucks that can do similar jobs. It's still one of the most powerful and capable trucks ever made, but when the hype faded, resale values adjusted quickly, proving that even legendary badges aren't immune to depreciation. Real quick, if this video is helping you avoid losing thousands on the wrong truck, hit the like button and subscribe. This channel tracks real depreciation data, reliability trends, and the vehicles that actually protect your money. Most people don't realize how fast these trucks lose value until it's too late, and the next truck on this list might surprise you even more. Number 7. GMC Sierra EV. The GMC Sierra EV entered the market as a luxury electric pickup, targeting buyers who wanted cutting-edge technology and premium features. Early trims like the Denali Edition 1 launched with prices approaching $97,000, positioning it as one of the most expensive pickups ever sold. But that premium pricing created a serious resale problem almost immediately. Within just 2 years, the Sierra EV experienced roughly 36% depreciation, with owners losing around $35,000 in value, and much of that decline came from GMC's own pricing strategy. After launching expensive early trims, GMC introduced lower-priced versions, bringing entry costs closer to $60,000. That instantly reduced demand for used high-priced early models. The Sierra EV shares GM's Ultium platform with the Silverado EV, and it carries many of the same concerns. Early software issues, system glitches, and recalls related to power delivery raised questions about long-term reliability. While many problems were addressed through updates, the damage to resale confidence had already been done. Luxury EV trucks also face a smaller buyer pool in the used market. Most truck buyers prioritize durability, towing reliability, and operating cost over luxury features. Expensive options like premium wheels, exclusive trims, and cosmetic upgrades rarely hold their value on resale. Buyers simply don't pay extra for features they didn't personally choose. There's also the broader EV market shift. As more electric trucks enter production, competition increases and prices naturally fall. What was once rare and exclusive becomes more common, and resale value adjusts accordingly. The Sierra EV is quiet, powerful, and technologically impressive, but early buyers paid a premium to be first. And in the truck market, being first often comes with the steepest depreciation. Number 8. Jeep Gladiator. The Jeep Gladiator is one of the most unique trucks on the road. Removable doors, open-air driving, and serious off-road capability make it feel more like an adventure machine than a traditional pickup. But that niche appeal is exactly what caused its resale value to fall faster than expected. In 2024, the average Gladiator sold for around $46,800, but within just 2 years, values dropped roughly 34%, costing owners over $15,000 in lost value. And the biggest reason wasn't reliability, it was oversupply. Jeep flooded dealerships with Gladiator inventory, and when trucks sit unsold, heavy discounts follow. Some dealers began offering $10,000 to $20,000 off MSRP on brand new models just to move inventory. While that sounds great for new buyers, it instantly destroys resale value for existing owners. Used buyers won't pay premium prices when brand new trucks are heavily discounted. The Gladiator also faces practical limitations compared to competitors. Its towing capacity and ride comfort fall behind trucks like the Toyota Tacoma or Ford Ranger. The solid front axle, while excellent for off-roading, creates a rougher ride on highways. Fuel economy is also weaker than many mid-size rivals, making it less appealing as a daily driver. Then there's the reality of market priorities. When economic conditions tighten, buyers move away from lifestyle-focused vehicles and toward practical, reliable trucks. The Gladiator's off-road focus makes it less attractive to mainstream buyers in the used market. It's still one of the most capable off-road trucks available, but capability alone doesn't protect resale value when supply is high and demand is limited. For Gladiator owners, the fun factor came with a serious financial trade-off. Number 9. Toyota Tundra 2022 Plus Generation. Toyota built its reputation on bulletproof reliability. For years, trucks like the Tundra were known for holding value better than almost anything else on the road, but the all-new 2022 redesign changed more than just the styling. It introduced uncertainty, and resale value responded immediately. The biggest change was under the hood. Toyota eliminated the proven 5.7-liter V8 and replaced it with a twin turbocharged V6. While the new engine produces more power and better efficiency on paper, many traditional truck buyers weren't ready to trust it long term. The old V8 had decades of proven durability. The new turbocharged setup is still earning that reputation. Early production models also experienced reported issues, including turbo-related concerns, software glitches, and recalls. While Toyota addressed many of these problems, the damage to buyer confidence had already impacted resale values. Used buyers became more cautious, especially when spending $50,000 or more on a relatively new truck. Pricing also played a role. New Tundras became significantly more expensive than previous generations, pushing many trims into luxury territory. When initial purchase prices rise sharply, depreciation losses become larger in absolute dollars. Competition didn't help either. Rivals like the Ford F-150 and Chevrolet Silverado offer more engine choices, proven platforms, and wider availability. Buyers looking for maximum value often chose those alternatives instead. The new Tundra is still a strong, capable truck, but compared to Toyota's legendary past resale performance, this generation hasn't held value as well, showing how even trusted brands face challenges during major redesign transitions. Number 10. Ford F-150 High Trims. The Ford F-150 has been America's best-selling truck for over 40 years. It's one of the safest bets in the pickup market. But that doesn't mean every version holds its value equally. The biggest depreciation hit comes from high-end luxury trims like the Platinum, Limited, and Raptor. These premium models often sell for $70,000 to over $90,000 when new, loaded with luxury features like massaging seats, massive infotainment screens, and advanced driver assistance systems. But in the used market, buyers are far less willing to pay extra for those luxury upgrades. Within just 2 years, many high-trim F-100s lose 35% to 45% of their original value, translating to tens of thousands in depreciation. One major reason is supply. Ford produces hundreds of thousands of F-150s every year, and high-trim models aren't as rare as buyers expect. When supply is high, resale prices naturally fall. Technology also plays a role. Rapid improvements in infotainment systems, driver assistance features, and digital displays make older models feel outdated quickly. Buyers often prefer newer base models with updated tech over older luxury trims with outdated software. Then there's the price ceiling. The higher the starting price, the greater the potential depreciation. A $90,000 truck simply has more room to fall than a $50,000 truck. The F-150 remains one of the most reliable and capable trucks available, but when buyers choose expensive luxury trims, depreciation hits harder, proving that even America's most popular truck isn't immune to value loss at the top end. Number 11. Chevrolet Silverado 1500. High trims. The Chevrolet Silverado 1500 has always been a strong competitor in the full-size truck market. Known for solid capability and a wide range of trims, it offers everything from basic work trucks to luxury-level high country models. But just like its rivals, the biggest depreciation hit lands on the most expensive versions. High-end Silverado trims often sell for $65,000 to over $80,000 when new, especially when equipped with premium packages, larger wheels, and advanced technology. Within just 2 years, many of these trucks lose 35% to 45% of their value, costing owners tens of thousands in depreciation, and the reason comes down to simple market reality. Used truck buyers prioritize function over luxury. Features like premium leather, upgraded sound systems, and cosmetic packages add thousands to the original purchase price, but they add very little value in the resale market. A used buyer is focused on engine condition, mileage, and reliability, not whether the truck has a $3,000 appearance package. There's also intense competition within Silverado's own lineup. Chevrolet produces a large number of these trucks every year, and that high supply keeps resale prices competitive. When buyers have dozens of similar trucks to choose from, sellers lose pricing power. Technology aging is another factor. Infotainment systems and digital features evolve quickly, and older systems can feel outdated in just a few years. Buyers often prefer newer mid-trim trucks with updated tech over older fully loaded models. The Silverado 1500 remains a dependable and capable truck, but when buyers choose expensive luxury trims, the extra money paid up front rarely comes back at resale time. Number 12. GMC Sierra 1500 Denali/AT4X. The GMC Sierra 1500 shares its foundation with the Silverado, but GMC positions it as the more premium option. Trims like the Denali and AT4X target buyers who want both capability and luxury, and those premium prices create serious depreciation risk. New Sierra Denali and AT4X models frequently sell for $75,000 to over $90,000, placing them among the most expensive gas-powered trucks available. But within just a few years, resale values often drop 40% or more, translating into losses of $30,000 or higher. The biggest issue is price sensitivity in the used truck market. Most buyers shopping for used trucks aren't looking for luxury. They're looking for durability and value. Expensive features like premium interior materials, adaptive suspension, and luxury packages don't hold their value nearly as well as buyers expect. Supply also plays a role. GMC sells a large number of Denali models, and when supply is high, prices naturally fall. Buyers have options, and that competition drives resale values down. Then there's the reality of price overlap. A used $70,000 Sierra Denali often competes directly with brand new mid-trim trucks, offering newer technology, full warranties, and better financing options. Many buyers choose new instead of used, pushing resale values even lower. The Sierra 1500 Denali and AT4X are excellent trucks with impressive comfort and capability, but when luxury pushes truck prices close to six figures, depreciation becomes unavoidable, and owners pay the price later. Truck prices have reached historic highs, but as you've seen, not every truck holds its value the same way. Some lost $30,000, $40,000, even over $45,000 in just 2 years. And the biggest pattern is clear. Expensive trims, unproven technology, and oversupply are the fastest ways to destroy resale value. That doesn't mean these trucks are bad. Many are powerful, capable, and impressive machines. But from a financial perspective, timing and trim choice make all the difference. Buying the wrong truck at the wrong time can cost more than most people expect. If you found this helpful, make sure you subscribe, because the next video reveals trucks that hold their value the longest and actually protect your money, and that list might completely change what you plan to buy next.